everyone. Ooh, shaking the table. Welcome to the channel today. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. If you're not and you're a repeat viewer, I really appreciate you coming back. Always nice to have people want to watch your stuff. Today we're going to be going over what week 6 was like on my weight loss Zepound journey. Nothing too like crazy out of the ordinary, no hospitalizations, things like that. I did have some side effects that lead me to question my weigh-in. So instead of doing the weigh-in first, I'm going to discuss how the side effects went. So let's do that first. Okay, so side effects. Even though I have been using Benefiber prebiotic fiber on the daily, I still encountered some constipation, more than what would normally be for me. I am someone who is chronically constipated to begin with. And so I'm used to sort of dealing with it and knowing what's normal and what's not. But sorry, I'm shaking the table. Don't mean to. But this was abnormally constipated. So I didn't want to deal with it. I had been that constipated once before, and I had to go, after trying everything at home, every possible at home remedy, I ended up in the hospital, having them unplug me. That was a few years ago and is not an experience I care to repeat. But I remembered the treatment. So I asked a friend to pick me up some magnesium citrate and drop it off. And he did. And it was like a 10 fluid ounce. And it said, the instructions for 12 or older is drink the 10 fluid ounces with a full glass of water, which I did. And of course, just the flavor is just, ugh. And it was like drinking acidic bile that someone had put a lemon flavored packet in. I mean, it was just so gross. The stuff they gave me at the hospital to take home with me, that wasn't as bad. I don't know what the difference was in the hospital grade stuff and the stuff you get OTC, but I don't know. The formula was better from the hospital stuff. Not like it was enjoyable, but it went down okay. And I drank the 10 ounces with a 10-ounce glass of water. And as you know, Zepound, GLP-1s, Manjaro, a lot of people on Manjaro, they slow everything down. So here I am with this ball of magnesium citrate in my stomach, just feeling acidic and heavy, and I felt like I had an acid pumpkin just sitting in my stomach, just all heavy, and like it wasn't going to go anywhere. Which I did not think about when I thought about how I'm going to cure this constipation. So that sat there for several hours, and I had a lot of heartburn, and I took some generic Pepcid AC, which did not help really. It just didn't. And it's just sat in my stomach until 6 to 8 hours after I drank it. I got out of bed, and I had been miserable, tossing and turning and tossing and turning. I got out of bed and I just raced to the toilet and I vomed. And I was like, blah, blah, and all of it came up, and it was so acidic and just, blah, I don't need to describe the taste of vomit to you. So I puked all that up, and I felt better, of course, after getting rid of that, but I still had that acidic feeling in my stomach, and I was still having some heartburn. So I just sort of left it alone. And after a bit, I nibbled on a saltine, just enough to settle my stomach a little bit. And that seemed to help okay, but it didn't give me any constipation relief. And now I have an upset stomach. Like the upset stomach I had from the drinking the magnesium citrate, it translated almost into a stomach flu because everything was so slowed down. I was really sick and icky for a couple of days and just like having cold sweats and probably a fever and just feeling really, really sick and stomach flu. I don't know if I actually had a stomach flu, or if it was just really lingering side effects from the magnesium citrate. But that's not going to be the route I go next time. Hopefully next time won't be anytime soon. So I did eventually relieve my constipation just by patience and drinking a ton of water. And I massaged my tummy. My mom taught me this when I was feeling poorly. Just massage your tummy like you do a baby. Just, maybe you have gas and you need to get the gas out or whatever. But I feel like that helped. That could be me being Delulu, but who knows? I think it helped. So I dealt with feeling really sick to my stomach for a few days, and I wasn't eating much beyond crackers. So, yeah, I don't know exactly which days, but yeah, it eventually resolved and the constipation is over, magnesium citrate aside. So, all that said, my weigh in this morning was 198.6, which on the one hand, yay, Wonderland. I've been waiting to get through Wonderland for so long, but I don't really trust that number. That would be a weekly loss from last week, which was 201.6 to 198.6 would be a 3 pound loss, making a total 6 week loss of 8.4 pounds, which feels really low to me. I know it's not, but I want a little bit more. I'm very much a turtle responder, and I would like to be, if not necessarily a cheetah, maybe like a rabbit or a fox, just a little bit more, a little bit more. Of course, I am not doing the cardio and the walking and the exercise. If you've watched my video about what's wrong with my feet, you'll know why. And if you haven't watched that video, I definitely encourage you to, so you'll understand what's going on with my feet and how a foot injury is hindering my ability to exercise and therefore maximize my weight loss and health. I am doing other things in place of walking, but the main thing you want to be doing, the walking, I can't be doing. So I definitely encourage you to check that video out. I'm curious if anyone else out there has had any like stomach flus or like constipation that lasted for days and then suddenly you got relief and you weighed yourself, and did you adjust the numbers? Did you trust the numbers? Did you think, okay, this illness has temporarily created a boost because I lost fluid weight, which is what I suspect in my case? Um, Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences like that. I'd like to know what other people went through and how they dealt with it. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Maybe leave a comment, positive comment, please. And I will see you next time.